Hello, my name is John Kivlahan and I am the fundraising manager for Cara-Friend. Formed in 1974, we have been supporting young LGBT individuals since then. With our experience of working on issues facing young LGBT people, we have developed a number of core services, including the LGBT helpline, peer mentoring, family support, and regional youth groups. Having established a strong presence in the education sector, our pilot Inclusive Schools programme ended in 2020, having engaged 85 schools, 12,000 pupils and 2,500 teachers. In the last 12 months, we have introduced our LGBT Inclusive Schools Charter, which commits schools to being safe, inclusive and welcoming spaces for LGBT students. We are proud of our work, and Shay will share his story shortly. Our Deputy Director will provide further information on what we do, and our application aligns with the objective of promoting mental well-being. The need for healthy minds is underlined in an anti-bullying forum survey which interviewed 150 secondary level students in May 2021. Feedback suggested the mental health of 68% of LGBT students had worsened since the pandemic began. 79% reported anxiety, stress or depression, 50% had considered self-harm, and 63% had suicide ideations. A mental health officer will integrate into our schools programme, offering targeted support in a crisis and wider ongoing support to schools. We will engage 12 schools initially, 1,500 pupils, 200 teachers and deliver 25 group mindfulness sessions. We will also offer 36 mental health awareness workshops and provide 10 individual crisis interventions. Going forward, we will enhance the link between schools, GPs, community agencies, the listening ear services and befrienders. We will give schools the resources and skills to tackle issues young people face in accepting their sexual and/or gender identity. A mental health officer will allow teachers to gain valuable training to help deliver preventative measures as part of the school's wellbeing strategy and identify early signs of mental health issues.
I'm Shay, I'm 17 and I identify as non-binary. Non-binary means a lot of different things to different people, and in my case it means I don't fit in with being a boy or a girl, although I was born male gendered. Whenever I went to a rural school, it was all people who aren't always open-minded, and that was rough in high school. I was bullied all the way up to my final year, and it's not fun, especially whenever they target multiple things like being gay, being alternative, and being overweight.
Gay, bisexual and transgender young people aged between 12 and 25. We work all across Northern Ireland and we're primarily a youth service. First and foremost, how we help people is connecting them to other young people in a safe space where they can come in and be themselves. They know that the people that work here are LGBT, but also that they are fully supportive of the young people who are coming in. We also do a lot of youth work with the young people in terms of improving mental health, improving resilience, and also tackling that social isolation, which is one of the biggest contributors to their mental health issues. We are working with young people who are quite vulnerable and in some instances who are very vulnerable, and quite regularly we may have a young person who comes in who has just attempted taking their own life. And when an organisation like Cara-Friend is under-resourced, you have some of the most vulnerable people in Northern Ireland who are being left out. And some people might say, well, they could go to any youth club, but the reality is that that experience isn't always a good one. And for some people and for some youth clubs, that experience is brilliant, but we deal with the people who don't have a good experience in that. So that's why it's so important that we receive that funding, so that we are there for those young people.
From my lowest point, Cara-Friend had nothing but support for me, and it was never judgmental. It was, I know what you're going through, I've been there myself, and here's how I want to help you.
I think it's not just the LGBT community who benefits from organisations like Cara-Friend, it's society in general. We're also working to try and improve the lived experiences of LGBT young people across Northern Ireland, and that makes society in Northern Ireland a better place.